diverse climate, where the weather is cold and humid in the northern coastal areas, and the annual temperature in those areas is 14 degrees Celsius, and in Bilbao temperatures range from 10 to 19 degrees Celsius. And the climate in the Central Plateau is cold in winter and hot in summer. The temperature in Madrid in winter is about 8 degrees Celsius, and in summer 23 degrees Celsius. And in the regions of Andalusia and Levante, the climate is generally mild. But in summer temperatures reach up to sometimes more than 40 degrees Celsius. 2. Languages in Spain. The official and most prevalent language in Spain is Castilian, also known as the Spanish language, and officially the Constitution of Spain recognizes the regional languages and dialects that prevail alongside Castilian. And among the most important official languages are Valencian in Valencia, Catalan in Catalonia and the Balearic Islands, and Osca or Basque in the Galician Basque Country. 1. Agriculture and industry. In Spain, 4.2% of the Spanish workforce is employed in agriculture, and the country is famous for its cultivation of sugar beets, cereals, grapes, vegetables, citrus and olives, and 24% of the workforce is employed in industry. The most important industries in Spain are pharmaceuticals, chemicals, food, beverages, textiles, clothing, automobiles, metals, metal industries, shoes and shipbuilding. Tourist information and a comprehensive guide on tourism in Spain. We show you the most important cities and tourist areas in Spain. Culture and shopping. In addition to useful information about this destination, which is considered one of the most beautiful European countries. Spain, or the Kingdom of Spain, is a European country bordering the Mediterranean Sea to the south and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. And it has borders with France, Andorra, Portugal and Morocco. Spain is the second country in the world after France according to the number of foreign tourists, according to the reports of the World Tourism Organization. Spain enjoys 7% of the share of tourism in the world, more than America and Italy. Catalonia is the most important region visited by tourists. Spanish territory also includes the Balearic Islands in the Mediterranean and the Canary Islands in the Atlantic Ocean off the African coast. The origin of Spain's name by this name is still controversial. The ancient Roman name for Iberia, Hispania, may have stemmed from the poetic use of the word Hesperia, which refers to Spain, which in turn it reflects the Greek conception of Italy as the western land, or land of the sunset, Hesperia, and thus Spain is Hesperia Ultima, land of the far sunset, being to the west of Italy. The name may also be a derivation from the Spanish Punic, which means land of rabbits, or edge, referring to Spain's location on the western edge of the Mediterranean. Roman coins in the region from the reign of Hadrian show a female figure and a rabbit at her feet. There are also beliefs that the word Spain derives from the Basque word esbana, meaning edge or border, which is another reference to the fact that the Iberian Peninsula forms the southwest of the European continent. Culture and history. Spain is not considered an economic country, but Spain is considered one of the most important tourist destinations in the world. Spain relies on tourism to increase its sources of national income, because it has a wonderful nature that increases the orientation of tourists to it. Spain's history goes back 1,200,000 years. During the following millennia, the Iberian lands were a place of settlement for the Iberian, Celtic, Phoenician, Carthaginian and Greek peoples, and Islam dominated a large part of the Iberian Peninsula within a few years. And Muslims called the peninsula the name of Andalusia, in the era when most of Europe was in the era of darkness and backwardness. Andalusia was at the height of its prosperity in the scientific and artistic field, and was multicultural at that time. Gradually the Reconquista movement came and the Christian kingdoms gradually seized the lands from the Muslims, and that movement began around the year 722 AD. Tourist areas in Spain. The National Museum of Catalan Art in Barcelona. It is one of the largest and wonderful museums of art and is very famous and has a distinctive collection of paintings and sculptures of Roman art, modern art and many attractive paintings. The National Museum of Catalan Art is considered one of the most famous tourist places in Spain. Plaza Catalunya in Barcelona. It is one of the most beautiful squares in the city in the center of Barcelona. There are many high-end cafes and hotels with great design and excellent service. Shopping places and a lot of shops and luxury places. There are many statues that decorate the walls, and the square is considered a home where everything from many theaters and cafes, hotels and brands, and Catalonia Square is one of the most famous tourist attractions in Spain. Park Güell in Barcelona. It is a complex of the most beautiful distinguished places that are characterized by their attractive and amazing elements. It contains many places for entertainment, such as places for children's games, an office, a museum, and distinguished services. It is a large garden symbolizing many things that host a lot of birds and monsters. Tourism in Spain. Many tourists are attracted to Spain because of its easy access, warm climate, beautiful beaches and relatively low cost. Among the most important tourist attractions in Spain are Madrid, its museums, El Escorial Palace, Bailén Valley, the Emerald Coast, northern Barcelona, Granada, Seville, the Canary Islands and many others. Arrivals to Spain in 2003 were about 51,829,596 tourists, with revenues of up to $46 million. And in 2005 the Ministry of Tourism estimated the daily cost in Madrid at approximately $330 only.